Welcome to 6 Degrees of Jim. Today I'm going to show you my AGT Industrial QH13R, my mini excavator. A lot of people laughed at me about this, asked me if I got it on Temu, but you know, it has been one heck of a machine. So didn't pay much for it. I think I paid a little over $5,000. It's got a front blade on it. It's got a bucket. It has a thumb that's adjustable mechanically, but I can, with these little lines here, I can actually put it as a thumb. It has a controller, hydraulic thumb. And I may do that at some point. Right now, the mechanical thumb works fine. It runs, it drives, it starts up, it digs holes. It doesn't lift a lot. So if you're trying to lift, like, let's say, grain off of a truck, you're not gonna be able to do that. You know, a couple 100 pounds. It'll move some big boulders out here. It will definitely do that down low. If you get them low and up against the blade, you can move a pretty heavy boulder, but when you start getting some height to it and start lifting, it doesn't have a lot of power there. It actually has the power, it doesn't seem to have the weight. Tips the cab up, even with putting the blade up, things like that. So, because it is a light, small machine, but it will dig a hole way better than your shovel. Your back will thank you, because it definitely is a back saver. If you look around our property here, you'll see that we've done a lot of improvement, and we've taken a lot of bushes out, just things that are overgrown. And this thing has been just an absolute joy to use. It's got 26 hours on it. It takes probably 26 hours to learn how to even drive it, to be honest with you. I'm still getting kind of used to it. I'm able to do things, but the first 4, 5, 6 hours was pretty much just playing around on it. I can get a lot of stuff done now. Flatten out some of our driveway, you know, little humps, you know, with the gravel and things like that. Again, you can dig a trench with it. Just a number of things you can do with it. I pulled out these great big railroad ties. They were just in the ground, and I hooked the bucket up to it, got the thumb adjusted right, and wiggling back and forth, and was able to pull those out of the ground, which I don't know how I'd ever have got them out before. I mean, with a shovel and a pick, I probably have been there for who knows how long. But I highly recommend it. You know, it is a Chinese machine. It does have some little Chinese cheapness to it. But overall, the quality, the welds are good, the paint's good, the rams have been good, the motor runs good. I've changed the oil. They say to change the oil right away in these things because they put some kind of an assembly type oil that's not very good. And I'll tell you, when I pulled it out, it was pretty black and pretty, it was pretty thin. It only took a little over a quart. It takes like 1.17 quarts. Why doesn't it take 1 quart? I have no clue, but it takes like 1 quart and a little bit extra. So you get basically a whole bottle left for the next oil change. So that would be a complaint. The other thing I have a complaint on, and these are just small things. You got to lift the cab to get the access door open. The access door will not open with the cab on it. So you got to unbolt all the bolts, pry the cab up, then you can open the access door. I don't know that I'd call it an access door. So I'm going to probably trim the back of it and put some molding on it, and then you can just open the access door with the latches. It looks like they had bolts where those cabs used to bolt on, or the access door would bolt on at one point. So I'll go ahead, or not bolts, but they have nuts there. So I'll bolt that on, and so that's my AGT Industrial. Check them out. You might like them. So to kind of show this thing real quick, Doug, you see it, it's a QH13R. Here's the cab. So cab's nice. It's got your bucket controls, moves you forward and back, your throttle over there. It has a turn off. You disconnect the battery. Just check the stuff. You have to fold this up like so. And then what I was talking about on this is you got to take these bolts out to lift this cab up. And then let me show you something here. So it has these hinges for this back panel. And if you come around here, it has these quick releases. Well, the problem is, hits the cab. So what I'm going to do is, up in here, there's some bolts. I'm going to bolt, or some nuts. I'm going to bolt this top portion up so it seals. And then right along here, I'm going to take a piece of tape, get a straight line as straight as I can get it, and then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to take the same pinch molding, and then I'll probably put 2 cuts in it, put the pinch molding in, and then that'll cure that. So if you come around here, again, the other thing I was talking about is you can put a thumb on it. So the thumb is already set up. You just have to get the ram, but the the lines and the controller is already there for that. And then you can put other attachments on it. You can have a post hole digger on it. They have just a ton of attachments for it. And of course, they all cost money, you know, for that.
The cats.
Oh, the cats. We have little mouse traps, and the cat goes over and sets the mouse trap. So the little kitty, not very smart. So my cameraman's too worried about the cat instead of our video.
You jump too.
So anyways, that is what we have. The AGT, again, great machine. We absolutely love it. Go get you one. 6 Degrees of Jim.